All right, so this is the last class. Last week class. I don't know. It's the last class. So basically, last week was your final project. This week is the final exam. So it's sort of like the final project, but the difference is that you have to follow the specific criteria here, as opposed to the final exam, which was a blue sky assignment. I don't know if you've heard that term before, but it means it can be anything you want. The sky's the limit. An open-ended assignment, which honestly, I'm sure you probably have realized at this point, is kind of harder than when you're given a box to work in, because then you can try to, mangle that box how you want. So anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to do this final exam here, okay? So I have the directions, you can see on my screen right now, but they're also obviously at the bottom of the webpage or just above the video that you're watching currently. They're up there. So I would just read through those, and those will give you the directions. But a couple things just to highlight. So what you are making is basically a poster that is going to highlight Cecil College or an aspect of Cecil College. Okay, so that's kind of a common thing that you might need to do out there in the world is advertise something, right? So now that can be it's kind of open. So I've had students that have they went to the cafe, which I guess no longer exists anyways, but they went to the Cecil Cafe and they highlighted that, or they highlighted the library, or I had one highlighted the parking lot, plenty of places to park, which was obviously kind of silly. The new engineering building, that one was great though, because the person, what they did is they took photos of people jumping, for joy kind of a thing, but then they put them on top of the building, so it looks like they're jumping off of the engineering building. It wasn't well thought out. Anyway, but so it can be any aspect of it, but basically you're trying to advertise, oh, you could say the VCP program, that's another one, or, some aspect of Cecil College. You're going to make a poster of it. That's what we're doing. Now, that poster has to follow certain guidelines. So, first off, it needs to be 8.5 by 11. So, remember, when you go to make your stuff, we always do 6 by 9 right off the bat. When you go to make it, make sure it's an 8.5 by 11, which is a legal sheet of paper, okay? At least 3 images have to be included, and one of them has to be a person, meaning a humanoid. Now, that can be any person you want, and there need to be at least 2 other pictures. You can do more than that, but there needs to be at least 3, and one of them has to be a person, okay? You have to text, there has to be text in some manner in it. It'd be kind of hard to make a poster without text in it, so or at least that's like an advertising poster. I should have done it the other way and make it so you can't have text, because that would be, but do text, because we're trying to, touch all the areas that we've covered. So, so there must be text in it. There must be selections and composite together. So basically the idea is that if you're going to take those 3 pictures, I don't want to just see 3 pictures stuck on there, just the whole square picture. You're going to want to cut them out, mask them out, like we composited images before. Now, you don't have to do like we did before. I made a shadow and stuff, because obviously it's a poster, so it can be graphic in nature if you want. But I want them to be composited together. So, show your compositing skills. Make sure obviously you make adjustments and things like that. Everything should be harmonious. You should have a consistent color scheme, things like that. When you are done with it, I think that's everything you got to do. Oh, when you do take the photos of the person, the reason why it has to be a person is just make sure that you make adjustments to the skin and the tones and things like that. Do general image adjustments across the entirety of it. When you are done with it, you're going to save as a PSD. And then the other thing you need to do is submit a project cover sheet. Project cover sheets all day long. So, it's the same as you've done a million other times before. So you're going to give me a PSD and a project cover sheet. Then you're going to submit them onto Blackboard. Now, normally when we do this, it's, you get the class period. You get 3 hours to get it done. And what we do is we say, go out there, go take photos, and then come back in and composite those photos. Okay. Obviously, that's not going to be as possible this time. So, what I'm going to say to you is try to use your own photos if possible. But if you got to use them on the internet, that's totally fine too. Because obviously you can't get to Cecil, so do what you can. But try to get the highest quality images that you can. And then And also, I'm going to give you until the end of the week to get it done. So it's gonna be due like a normal assignment, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to keep track of when you of making sure you only have 3 hours to complete it. Okay. You're not supposed to use anybody to help you. You're just supposed to do it on your own. That being said, you can go on the internet and look up stuff. You can look at anything that we've done previously. All that's possible, but you're not supposed to get help from anyone. So be sure not to do that. I'm just going to do Scout's Honor and hope that you guys... I don't know, is this right? I don't know. I think this is blue or something. I'm going to hope that you guys just, academic honesty, all right? So keep it real. So you'll have the week to do it, and then basically just submit it by the end of the week, and then I'm just going to grade it, and that will be it. So, and then that's the last thing. Now, besides this exam, the other thing is, if you are missing any work, it is also due by the end of this week, because basically the course is done as of this week. At the end of this week, you are done with DI1. The way they have it is that you take DI1 and then you take DI2. DI2 is like a separate course. DI1 is the first half of the semester, and DI2 is the second half. So I think they're called block classes, right? So there's block 1, and DI2 is block 2, okay? Now, make sure you're signed up for it. You may not be signed up for it. You may not have it with me. So check your schedule, look at your stuff. A lot of times, a lot of you guys will end up switching out, and then I'll get new people. I don't know why that happens. I don't know why they didn't just give you the same person. Or there's an opportunity too. Like if you really hate me and you want to try somebody else, this is totally an opportunity to jump boat and, I mean, I hope you don't, but I understand. If you want to try somebody else, you can do that. But just be aware that this course is being done this week. So that means I need all of your material. So anything that you are missing, I must have by Sunday at midnight. Because the thing is, I have to take everything that we've done and, make sure everything's graded and all that other stuff. And then I have to submit the grades, because just like the end of the semester kind of thing. And I have a very short period of time to get that complete for the following week. So make sure that everything's in, because if it's not, I can't help you. So look on Blackboard, look through the courses, see if there's anything you're missing. There's some of you that are missing like assignment 1 or like random, and you seem like a good student. I think maybe you just forgot to submit it, or it wasn't what have you. So just make sure that everything's in there. Just go to Blackboard, underneath the course, go to Grade Center, and then look and see what you have. Make sure that all the boxes are ticked, okay? So get everything in by then. If you are running into any issues, let me know. Now, since this is the end of... I'm doing a lot of this. I feel like a president. Although I'm not yelling randomly at people. And being mean, hopefully. So, since this is the final week, the next class, DI2, which hopefully you're signed up for, if you are planning on taking it, you should just take it right in succession, because if you wait, then you're going to probably forget things and stuff like that. You're much better off just getting it over, okay? Because this one's worth 2 and the other one's worth 2, which is what VCP courses are worth. The whole one's normally worth 4. So these together are kind of equal like 1 VCP course. So because this one's ending this week, this is a 7-week course, right? The second one is also 7 weeks, but there are 15 weeks in the semester. And because we had the grades and everything like that, when we are done on Sunday, you basically have the week off. And then the next course, DI2, will start the following week. Okay? So basically, you'll submit your stuff on Sunday. There's not going to be any new material on Monday because the course is done. So you have that week off. Now of all your classes, just this one. Make sure you understand that. Because this is a weird... This one will be... And then if you're in DI2, it will start the following Monday. But make sure that you're checking and stuff, because whether it's me, hopefully I still have you guys. You guys seem pretty cool. You'll go on there, and then that will start that week, okay? If you're confused by this, maybe I'm not explaining it as well, then just let me know, and, we can figure it out. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. So good luck. I know this is more than just the exam, but so get this exam done, submit it, try to get it done as early as possible, and then get the other stuff done. It'll help me, because then I don't have like a barrage of grades to complete, or to assignments to grade. So it's been awesome having you guys. I hope to see you again. Next block in like a week, I guess. Yeah. So good luck. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.